You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Saturday the 20th of June, 2026. It is 92 days after the spring equinox. It is one day before the summer solstice. In today's episode, Tree Leaves Under Attack, Where Our Rockets Came From, a subway milestone, Wikimedia, 2 German artists, and dancing in the streets. The sun rises today at 5:24 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:57 p.m. The sun sets today at 8:30 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 9:04 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 9:47 p.m. The length of daytime today is 4 seconds longer than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing crescent phase and is 38% full at midday. The moon rises today at 9:05 a.m., and then it sets after midnight. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the wee hours, high tide, 3:03 a.m., 1 meter 58. In the morning, low tide, 9:19 a.m., 6 centimeters. In the afternoon, high tide, 3:48 p.m., 1 meter 55. At night, low tide, 9:50 p.m., 27 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, if you're a close observer of street trees, you'll have noticed that the leaves of Siberian elms are beginning to be chewed on. This happens every year, and by the end of the summer the Siberian elms will be pretty forlorn. They are irresistible to elm leaf beetles and European elm flea weevils. These bugs lay their eggs on the undersides of the leaves, and when they hatch, they munch their way right through. By August, most of the leaves will be reduced to their thin veins and nothing more, leaving the trees holding leaf-shaped, lacy remnants. It's surprising that the trees survive this annual onslaught, but they do. Commemorations. Expediency over justice. On this day in 1945, the United States Secretary of State put Operation Paperclip into operation. It engineered the transfer of Wernher von Braun and his team of Nazi rocket scientists to the United States, despite their use of concentration camp slave labor during the war. Wernher von Braun would put his knowledge of rocket science to use for the American military and later for NASA. On this day in 1946, New York City Transit began using a public address system on the subway trains. The first car to be equipped with the new system was car number 744 on the 8th Avenue IND line. On this day in 1979, President Jimmy Carter unveiled the 32 solar panels he had installed on the roof of the White House. It was a practical demonstration of renewable energy and a step in weaning us from fossil fuels. Ronald Reagan, of course, would have them removed just a few years later. On this day in 2003, the Wikimedia Foundation was founded in St. Petersburg, Florida. It is the sponsoring host of Wikipedia and other wiki enterprises. Organized as a nonprofit, it ensures Wikipedia remains crowdsourced by volunteers with good editorial guidelines, and that it remains free to the public, it has no ads, and isn't subject to corporate control. Today we remember Kurt Schwitters, born this day in 1887 in Hanover, Germany. He began his artistic career as a post-impressionist painter, but after the First World War he moved in a Dadaist direction. He called his practice by the nonsense word März. He is best known for his collages incorporating found bits of ephemera. He also worked with installation art, and 6 rooms of the family home in Hanover were dedicated to his Märzbau, or März building. He filled the rooms with wooden structures and images, a grotto-like, absurdist environment. He fled the Nazis in 1937 and lived in exile the rest of his life. Remember Kurt Schwitters today. We remember another German artist today, Fritz Koenig, born this day in 1924. His massive bronze sculpture, entitled Große Kugelkaryatide New York, or the Sphere, was commissioned for the plaza between the Twin Towers in Manhattan. It survived the collapse of the towers on 9/11 and now stands slightly battered but intact near the site of the World Trade Center. In our preparations for the 4th of July, we offer you these words from Alexis de Tocqueville. He wrote this: "Nothing is more wonderful than the art of being free, but nothing is harder to learn how to use than freedom." Today, the 4th annual Astoria Pride Picnic in the park takes place at Socrates Sculpture Park from noon to 6 p.m. A host of performers is scheduled through the afternoon, along with food stalls and activities. Happy Pride, Astoria. The 44th Annual Mermaid Parade will also take place today in Coney Island. It kicks off at 1 p.m., running down Surf Avenue and then the boardwalk. It's the country's largest art parade, incorporating people in spectacular costumes, floats, and marching bands. A truly democratic spectacle. One zone is family-friendly, while another adult zone allows near nudity. We greet all the merfolk who parade today. And that is the Observatory, Saturday the 20th of June, 2026.